I don't want to hear another damn word that the Democrats are for the working people or for the people at all.
Bigotry will get you nowhere. We are fighting to protect the health care of the American people in the face of an unprecedented Republican assault. The next time you have something to say about me, don't cop out through a racist and fake AI video. When I'm back in the Oval Office, say it to my face. Say it to my face.
They're for people, all right, just not Americans. The Democrats say, you know what? We don't care about the federal workers at all. We want $1.5 trillion to give illegal free health care. When is the last time any of you Democrat voters voted for somebody who said, I'm going to fight to give American citizens free health care? When? And when have they? So if you can't see that the Democrat Party doesn't give a about you, then I don't know what will show you that. What is it going to take? Just not that long ago, they were saying, well, government shutdown will be tragic. Oh my God, we'll never recover. What about the teachers and the firemen? They don't give up about the teachers. They don't give about the firemen, because if they did, they wouldn't hold American tax dollars hostage. And essentially, that's holding us hostage. Holding federal workers hostage. You know what? The Republicans, they better not cave, because we will remember this in the midterms. We will never forget it.
Yes, you might be thinking that these people will learn from this. Watching Ghetto Democrat Jasmine the other day, this is what she said. I don't even know if she actually even realized, like, what is this?
As far as I'm concerned, you randomly kidnapping folk and you throwing them out of the country against their civil rights, against their constitutional rights. And frankly, how would they feel if some other country decided that they were going to just start throwing people randomly in our country? Like that is absolutely insane.
Yes, Jasmine, that is how it leaks. I'm glad you could wrap your head around it. And I'm kind of confused what side you're on, because you just made an argument for secure borders. You said, how would we feel in the United States if another country started throwing their citizens into the United States?
Yes, Democrats are panicking. This is Kamala. When you take a look at this was always the plan. Project 2025 was Donald Trump's blueprint to seize unchecked power within the federal government and restrict American freedom, and he is implementing it right in front of our eyes. If you take a look at what Trump tweeted, I have a meeting today with Ross. He is of Project 2025 fame to determine which of the many Democrat agencies, most of which are a political scam, he recommends to be cut, and whether or not those cuts will be temporary or permanent. I can't believe the radical left Democrats gave me this unprecedented opportunity. They are not stupid people, so maybe this is their way of wanting to quietly and quickly make America great again. President DJT. Trump is using these people every single day, just throwing them to a level like this, and they keep falling for it. I don't know if they realize what has been going on the past few days is just a trap. Sometimes I wonder, they are melting down everywhere.
So, Michael, let me bring you to today. President Trump posts on social media he's meeting with Vote today, quote, to determine which of the many Democratic agencies he recommends to be cut and whether or not those cuts will be temporary. So, Michael, let me bring you to today. President Trump posts on social media he's meeting with Vote today, quote, to determine which of the many Democratic agencies he recommends to be cut and whether or not those cuts will be temporary or permanent. Is this what Republicans voted for when they voted unanimously to confirm Russ' vote at OMB? Is it what voters voted for?
Yeah, well, yes to both. I'm sorry, we have a civic responsibility as citizens to fully flesh out what a presidential candidate intends to do. Donald Trump told us that he wanted to be a dictator. Donald Trump told us he wanted retribution. Donald Trump lied about not knowing anything about Project 5, but as he tweets out today, he's fully aware of what it is because it is executing a strategy within his own administration.
Man, do? After a meeting where you're supposed to be working out details, where you're supposed to be negotiating a deal, you post something that draws a sombrero and a mustache on the leader with whom you're supposed to be.
We heard from the president late tonight on his view, I guess is how I would put it, on how the negotiations at the White House went today. I want to get your reaction to what the president posted.
Look, guys, there's no way to sugarcoat it. Nobody likes Democrats anymore. We have no voters left because of all of our woke trans bullshit. Not even black people want to vote for us anymore. Even Latinos hate us.
Is that appropriate in your view?
Look, I think sometimes the president plays with the press like a little boy and a flashlight and a dog. And he's shining the flashlight here and he's shining it there. What he's saying is this offer from the Democrats is ridiculous. $1.5 trillion on top of funding that they already agreed to. That what they're asking for is completely ridiculous. It's disingenuous. And then for the Democrats to sit there and blame Republicans for the plight of rural hospitals is just so wrong. The problems with rural hospitals would be their policy, not ours.
But couldn't the president just say, these demands are ridiculous, and not post a video with Hakeem Jeffries wearing a sombrero and putting that voice over Senator Schumer talking about people of color and immigrants?
I think he said that several times already. And then for them to come and not to make any really serious offer, why didn't they just say, look, let's just talk about these extra COVID-era subsidies, these extra subsidies that are costing some $35 billion a year. Let's make those just for the people who really need them. Let's go back.
Yes, I believe you've seen the meltdown on MMBC. The panic at MMBC is glorious. They played their favorite shutdown card and accidentally armed the man hired to dismantle their corrupt machine. It is hilarious to watch career politicians get outplayed by actual strategies. This isn't a shutdown, it is a hostile takeover of the administrative state. When I look at what Trump is doing here, it's brilliant, and Democrats still don't even get it. Based on my observations, Trump played with the media on a level that they don't get to even understand. Like, that has always been him. He would deviate your attention, you will fall this side. Before you wake up, Trump goes the other way. They were talking about this meme a few days ago. Today, they are talking about, project. That is what Democrats are now focused on. That is to tell you, Trump mastered these people to a level. He tweeted that himself because he knew that the media will carry that and Democrat will carry that. He didn't even waste time. They started talking about it. That is to tell you how he has mastered these people and they keep falling for the traps.
From your meeting in the Oval Office where he, I guess, apparently tried to hand you Trump 2028 hats. Then he posted another video, an AI video of you in a sombrero once again. This time he's in the background. You see it, the audience can see it there, as a mariachi band. I think the question I have for you is, do you think that this is even a White House, a president that cares to negotiate in good faith at all? Because it sounds like this meeting that you had this week has only resulted in trolling and not in any serious conversation.
Trump puts up these attacks. He put up a video. We're not going to show the whole video. For context, I'm just going to show the image, which is this.
Okay, can I say something for you?
Yeah, go ahead.
You said they usually get worked out. I think you're right. I'm sorry to interrupt you. But I think that you're right. They usually get worked out. But I think this time, the base of the Democratic Party wants the Democrats to fight back. This is
fight to the end, yeah.
They want them to fight to the end.
If you ask me, what are they fighting for apart from this illegal immigrant? That is the only thing that these people should be talking about. What exactly are they fighting? When you're talking about, they're fighting back. Crazy, right?
We are 2 days into the government shutdown, and you know who is following through on his threat to target blue states. He plans to cut billions in funding to New York City, as well as funding in 16 mostly Democratic-led states. He also doubled down with yet another racist deepfake meme against House Minority Leader Jeffries, which then the VP was asked about it yesterday. This is what he had to say.
Is it helpful to post pictures of Leader Jeffries in a sombrero if you're trying to have good
blue states or red states or whatever? You know, you're actually targeting Americans.
Yes.
That's who you're targeting. Quit trying to draw lines. We don't see the lines. We don't see them. We hear you talk about them. But why are you doing this to the American people? Because, you know, we're the people who pay the tax.
It feels like we're living in, like, idiocracy. You're just memeing back and forth. No one's trying to solve anything. And a stat that stood out to me, it's from 2023 Quinnipiac poll. 87% of voters said it's inappropriate to shut down the government to be used as leverage in policy disagreements.
I want to appreciate you. Thank you for always supporting me, sharing out my videos. I'm going to end here. As of the short, please, you can skip.
This is the first interview that you've done since the unthinkable happened, and it was
right because I generally don't. I give interviews. I don't.
Right.
Not happening at the moment.
Yeah. President Obama
is blatant censorship
because he says he has a team of fact checkers.
The FCC want them to stop fooling around with my right to say what I feel.
Americans, it's a part of who we are.
Because that is really something that didn't happen before.
Does anybody else watch The View? Because I think there's...
I'm going to say one. Look, there are certain rules of free speech that we must all abide by. But in case anyone needs a refresher, we're going to go over the rules again.
He does not have a right to have a television show where he lies his ass off to the American people.
There are repercussions to spreading lies.
Somebody to get up there, not all the same people that are in these polite...
Disagree with what Gavin Newsom said, that he doesn't...
Right before we went on the air...
Did you ever think the president of the United States would be celebrating your unemployment?